Alright, so hello and welcome to this video tutorial. So in this video we are going to learn just some two quick formulas here. I think 2 or 3 here. So we will learn about the count if and then the max and min functions. So these are very simple formulas, but you see in learning these things I would like us to practice with it so that we get to appreciate what these things do more, and then we can relate with it more easily. So we have some questions to answer here. So before we get to the questions, we have to do something. So first of all, it says input a formula in column I. This is column I. So input a formula in column I to calculate the total score for the 4 subjects. This should be 4, not 4. So for the 4 subjects. And so number 2 says that we should input a formula in column J right over here to show the positions of students. So after calculating their total marks, this here is trying to tell us to rank them. So like that's what it means by we should show the position of the students. We should rank them. So we also get to learn about the ranking as well. So I think we have about 4 formulas we are going to learn now. Yeah, just simple formulas, but we will practice with them so that we get to appreciate them more and then get to use them in our daily lives and all that. So that it's not just about learning and then forgetting, but learning, appreciating, and then using it as usual, as much as possible as you can. So I think the very first one, calculating the total scores, that's going to be easy. We just sum the scores for the 4 subjects here. So we use the sum function. So equal to sum, press tab, we highlight from E4 to H4, we close the brackets, we hold control and enter so that we keep remaining in that cell, and then we double tap the autofill and then it fills it for us to the very end. So over here too, we are going to rank the students based on their total marks. That's what we're going to do the ranking. We are going to rank them based on their totals. We could have decided to rank them based on each subject. So we rank them based on English, who came first in English, who came second in English, who came first in science, and so on. So this is how we are going to do the ranking. So we come to this cell, equal to rank, come down, tap. So the number we are going to rank is this one. So next argument is ref. So the reference is like the entire list that you're going to rank the number again. So from this cell to the last. So we go to the next argument. So I've intentionally made some mistake here. I'll come back and show you how to correct it and then why it's a mistake. So yes, we are going to use descending order. So the one with the highest gets position number 1. Okay, so 0, then we close our bracket, then we can hold control and then press enter so that it stays on that same column. So we can double click for the autofill function to work throughout till the end. So we have our ranks, we have our positions. So this is the mistake I was telling you about. So you see that in this formula, so when I double tap that cell, I can edit the formula there. As I explained earlier, the ref is like the entire list. So you see that in this particular cell, the ref is from I4 to I35, and that's correct. So let's check out another cell. So let's just check this cell. So you see that in this cell, the ref is from I8 to I39. Meanwhile, it's supposed to be I4 to I35, same as the first one. So the reason behind this error is that as we do the autofill, Excel is also copying the cells. So you see that in this cell, it was using this number against that list, I4 to I35. So when it goes to the next cell, it's going to use this number against the next set of lists too, and that next set of lists is going to be from here, which is I5 to I36. So you get that order. So when it comes here too, it's going to use this as the number which we expect it to. but we want it to use that same list from I4 to I35, but it goes ahead to use I6 to I37. So we have to edit our formula in such a way that once it starts filling to the cells below, it keeps on to that list which is in cell I4 to I35. So let's make that change real quickly and then move ahead. So to do that, we have to lock the cell reference. So that means we have to prevent it from moving to the next set when the formula is copied down. So to do that, we just have to put dollar signs in front of the cell references here. This is the list that we want it to stay. So we have to put a dollar sign before the cell reference. So before the I, before the 4, and then before the I again, and before the 35. So we could do that manually. We will type the dollar sign one by one, but there's another quick way. We could just highlight the reference that we want to lock, and then we use the F4 key. So I just press F4. You see that it has done that for me automatically. It has put a dollar sign in front of the I, one in front of the 4, one before the I, another before the 35. So we hold Control and hit Enter, and then we double tap to autofill. So let's check to see if it was keeping our list. So here, yes, the list is still I4 to I35. Then we come over here to the list is still I4 to I35. So let's check and see if the ranking was done correctly. So who was first? Okay, so this guy was first. Justice was first. So Justice had 316. Let's try and locate the second person. This is the second person, 300. Jemima. So 293. I think it worked. Yeah, it worked perfectly. So that's it for the positions or say ranking. So we use the rank formula, add up the arguments, we have a number, that's the particular number we want to rank, the ref is the list, and then we have the order. Let's see what happens if we go with order 1. Order 1 is ascending, so Control Enter, autofill. So now who is first? First is 130. That's basically the last person. That's the list mark. So let's check. So we will go ahead to find out how to check the least mark and then the highest mark here. I think it's over here, the highest scoring. Okay, this for a particular subject. So when we get that, I'll show you. There's just a simple formula to do that. So over here you could just check to see if indeed 130 is the least. So by changing the last argument to 1, which is ascending order, this is the results. The last person had 1 here position, the first position. So I think the first person will have the 32nd position also, since we have 32 students here. So let's change it back to descending. So let's make it 0, Control, whilst holding Control Enter, and then double click to fill. So we have our accurate positions again. So now let's move to the next. Okay, so now the second part of this exercise. So the first question is, how many girls in the class? So to count the number of girls, first of all, we need to identify the column that shows whether a student is a girl or a boy. And from this our table here, that will be column D with the sex column heading. So over here we can be able to go through the column to count the number of girls or boys in the class. So the girls have the F alphabet there and the boys have the F alphabet. So in manual ways you could go cell by cell and count. So one female here, 1, another female 2, another female 3, but that's going to be time wasting, especially if you have so many students. If you have about 100 students, going through 100 cells to count the number of cells with F is going to be very time wasting. So we use the COUNTIF formula to do that. Okay, so I've realized the video is becoming too long, almost 10 minutes now. So I'm going to pause here and then I'll continue the second section of the tutorial in the part 2. So stay tuned and watch out for the part 2. Make sure you watch it so that you can get the full solution to this set. So I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe. Bye bye.